I decided to do 75 hard again. This will be actually my third time doing it, if I'm not mistaken. I did it the past 2 summers, and this summer is almost over and I haven't started it. And I realized literally yesterday that if I want to do it before me and my husband go on our big Japan, South Korea trip, then I literally have to start tomorrow, and my last day will be the day before our flight. So anyways, I wanted to hop on here really quick and let you guys know that I'm doing the challenge again and invite you to join me. So I'm gonna actually create my own Discord channel this time. I know previously I was in a different Discord channel that someone else had created, and I was posting the link in my old video, but I want to create my own channel. The focus of the channel is going to be women doing 75 hard. Everyone is welcome though, so feel free to join no matter what, but I wanted to have a space where women can come and share their struggles, because that is something that I didn't really see talked about a ton. I know a lot of women are doing it now, but in general, when I first did it, I felt like I didn't have the same support that I would have liked. I will have my Discord channel linked down below for you guys as well. But if you aren't gonna do it, and you don't have to start on the same day as me, because I will obviously be a bit ahead because this video will be coming out after I've already started. But in that channel, you can share exactly when you started, what day you're on, when you complete your tasks, things like that. It'll be really fun. So definitely check out the Discord if you're doing it. If you're not doing the challenge with us, then feel free to still follow along if you're interested in watching my journey doing it. I'm gonna be posting hopefully daily YouTube shorts. I'll also be posting those over on Instagram and TikTok, so I'll have those linked down below if you use those platforms more for short form content. And then I'm planning to do bi-weekly update videos, like long form, to tell you guys how things are going. Now, the big thing I wanted to share here is that I'm not just doing this challenge from the same perspective that I have done it in the past. Sorry, my cat decided to literally give herself a shower while we record this video. But in the past, I always did this challenge from a perspective of trying to lose weight, trying to get healthy, trying to get back on my routine was always like my #1 goal, being more productive, having more self-discipline. But the reality was I was in a place where I was not active, I was not eating healthy, and I wanted to make those positive changes as well to help me strengthen my self-discipline, as well as to obviously just get healthier. The difference now is, and I haven't actually shared a lot of what's been going on lately. I have videos in the works, but I wanted to get this one out first, obviously, because I'm literally starting the challenge tomorrow. But a lot has changed for me in the past year since last time I did the challenge, as well as just in the past few months. We've moved again, so we are now in an apartment. I have some videos coming about that, but basically the house we moved into had mold and we had to get out. So we left there. We're in a much larger apartment, which is super nice. The windows are amazing, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, we've moved, which is a big change. But the biggest change that's seriously gonna impact my focus for this challenge is the fact that I've actually been diagnosed with a pituitary tumor called a prolactinoma. I've been dealing with a lot of health struggles for over a year now, and really longer, but it's been the worst in the past year, and I finally found hopefully the #1 only source of those problems. I don't even want to put that into existence, that there's a chance I have something else going on too, but all of my symptoms really make sense and link back to this diagnosis. So I'm really relieved that I finally found a doctor who took me seriously, looked more into it, and actually found the cause of what's been going on to me. What's been going on with me, to me? I don't know. Anyways, that being said, I actually started medication to hopefully shrink the tumor and at a bare minimum be able to control the symptoms by lowering my prolactin levels, because this tumor basically secretes prolactin, messes with all your hormones by pushing on your pituitary gland and throwing everything out of whack, out of balance. So I started that medication on Wednesday. Today is Monday. I take it twice a week. So I took my second dose Saturday night, and so far I've only had small side effects, which I'm very grateful for, because a lot of people have pretty rough side effects with this medication. That being said, these next 2.5 months, which is how long 75 hard is, are gonna be huge for me in terms of hopefully starting to feel a lot better since I started treating this issue that I have, this tumor. So really my focus with this is to just take care of myself and take care of my health. My main issue that I've been having for the past year that's gotten worse and worse and worse has been really big struggles with fatigue, muscle weakness, things like that. I have been some days not even able to get out of bed for very long at all. I have some days where I feel like my legs are giving out when I'm just walking. I used to do aerial silks 5 times a week last year when I was doing 75 hard because I got super into it after my first time doing 75 hard 2 years ago. And now I'm down to really doing it once a week and feeling exhausted for days afterwards. So the goal here is to just really help amp up my energy, but also not push myself too hard. I really want this to be kind of like a slow girl living 75 hard, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna be really focusing on self-care, recovery activities. I'm not gonna be pushing myself super hard. Now that could change over time, and that's really why I wanna do this right now, is I'm curious how, number one, as I'm getting medicated and hopefully the tumor's shrinking, how much better I feel and how much more I'm able to do, but also just how much more stamina I can build up by doing this challenge on a very chill scale. So I'm not gonna be running. I mean, I never ran. What am I kidding? Or who am I kidding? I think I ran like maybe 3 times in the past 2 years that I've done 75 hard, but I'm gonna be doing 45-minute walks for my outdoor walks. I'm going to be only doing aerial initially 1, maybe 2 times a week, and then maybe ramping up as the whole challenge goes on, but most likely I'm gonna be doing stretching and yoga as my other indoor activities. So I'm gonna be taking it super, super chill. That being said, whether you're going hardcore or not, you're super welcome to join us on this challenge, but I really wanted to have a voice out there saying that you can do this challenge in a way that doesn't have to be super hard on your body and exhausting. It still takes a lot of time, I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't have to be so freaking exhausting. Like when I've done it in the past, I am literally always so tired, and I was being pretty recovery focused back then too, but it was, again, like the 5 days of aerial silks was definitely pushing it. So that being said, definitely join us if you're down for a more chill version of 75 hard. Now, I'm gonna end this video by quickly going through exactly the start date and end date that I'm gonna be following, and then my guide that I'm doing to follow the 5 rules. So my start date will be tomorrow, Tuesday, August 13th, and my last day will be Saturday, October 26th. Those will be my 75 days. I will be tracking my 75 days through the actual 75 hard app. And I also am actually planning on building a Notion template for that. So if you're curious and want the Notion template, definitely let me know below and I will make that public for you guys. I'll probably post it in the Discord and then I'll share it on future 75 hard videos too. But I've always wanted to make like a personalized 75 hard Notion template to be able to track my progress and track how I'm feeling too, and like add more notes and things like that to make it more fun. But I love the 75 hard app for reminders and for the progress photo because those are the things that I struggle with. So the guide, I have my little list here. So number 1, 75 hard rule is to follow a nutrition plan. I like this shift of calling it a nutrition plan instead of the D word because I'm not trying to do any D word right now. For a while I was struggling to eat and I was losing a lot of weight. Then I was struggling to not gain a lot of weight, or I was struggling with gaining a lot of weight. I can't talk. Then I purposely worked on trying to gain as much weight as possible before starting this medication because I was afraid of having nausea and loss of appetite. And now I would like to just be at a balanced weight. I know my metabolism is gonna drastically shift while on this medication because that is one of the symptoms of the tumor, is having metabolism issues. So that being said, I'm keeping this super chill for my diet, in my opinion, in terms of what I've done previously, which I've done the same diet with 75 hard pretty much every single time. The 2 rules that I like to follow are no added sugar. The only sugar or sweetener I'm allowed to use is honey. I find that this is a way where you're not like fully cutting out sugar and going through sugar withdrawal, but you're also not consuming a ton of sugar, because if you have to use honey, it really just shifts things. Like if you're making a meal, you're like, oh, well, I can only use honey. You're probably less likely to even add sweetener to the meal or to the sauce. When you're out, you pretty much can't buy anything sweetened because everything uses an actual sweetener. You don't find yourself buying like frappuccinos from Starbucks. Like you more likely just buy like a plain iced coffee, maybe add a little bit of honey to it or not. And it really just balances your palate in terms of how much sugar it thinks it needs for things to actually taste good without being too drastic in terms of like, I can't have anything. Number 2 is no fried foods. This one's pretty easy for the most part, and it makes it where you pretty much don't eat fast food, which just helps in itself. And then number 3 is actually a usual 75 hard like sub rule to the nutrition plan piece, which is no alcohol. So no alcohol for 75 days. And then a sub note is I did recently do Whole30 back in, I think, March, and I am tempted to do Whole30 again during this challenge, but I'm not ready to start it right now, and I didn't want to do Whole30 for 75 full days. I mean, I'm down to do that, but like I'm not down to do that right now because Whole30 is very difficult in terms of just like cooking. You have to cook so much and eat so much. Like honestly, it took more time than doing the 2 workouts a day just to follow Whole30. So right now I'm not interested in doing Whole30, but that is like a sub point that at some point in the 75 days, I might go on Whole30 for 30 days. 2 45-minute workouts. One must be outside, one must be inside. For the outdoor workouts, I'm gonna basically be doing daily walks, ideally in the morning whenever possible. Some days I do have aerial in the morning, and some days I actually do aerial outside, so that was when it would switch it up. But 90% of the time I'm gonna be doing a 45-minute daily morning walk for my outdoor workout. And then number 2 is the indoor workout. So this, I will be doing aerial 1 to 2 times a week. I will be going to yoga otherwise. I will be going to any like stretching flexibility classes that I can. Otherwise, I will literally be stretching at home. So again, just a note here, like if you're not able to afford workout classes, like you can go to the gym, you can do stretching videos at home, you can do yoga videos at home. Literally, you can do so much at home. You don't need this. You don't even have to go to the gym if you don't have the gym. You could literally do stretching the entire time and like work on flexibility if that's a goal of yours. That is my goal. I did also forget to put in here, I do want to start trying to do 1 leg day at the gym every week. So that is another indoor workout I would like to do. Number 3, drink a gallon of water every day. That's straightforward. I have a half-gallon bottle that I use. I know you guys have probably seen it before. I do have like a 75 hard Amazon list that I made of like the things that I've used in the past. So that will be linked in the description box below too. And my water bottle is on there. If I'm not mistaken. If it's not, I will put it on there, but pretty sure it's already on there, and I love that water bottle so much. It's my favorite water bottle ever, and I bring it everywhere. I've been doing a half gallon a day like now out of habit, so I'm gonna have to double that, which will be difficult, but working out that much, it doesn't feel like that much water, honestly. Read 10 pages of self-improvement books each day. So that one is, I mean, pretty straightforward. I have a million books that I have bought that I want to read, so this will be easy for me. I do need to unpack all my boxes that have all my books, because that's one of the like last things that we haven't unpacked since we moved in. So that'll be on my list to do probably today then. And I usually like to do my 10 pages right before bed, because I do love the habit of like reading before bed instead of like scrolling on my phone. Once I pick my books, I will share that. I'll probably have that in the Discord and maybe share it on social media or whatever. And I would love to know what books you guys are reading as well. And then the last one is take a progress photo every single day. Pretty straightforward. Again, I like to use the app for this. So I think that is everything. I'm very curious if you guys have any other different plans, tips, tricks for 75 hard, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I do like to try to kind of plan out what I'm gonna eat more whenever I'm doing this, but I'll be sharing that in like the bi-weekly videos that I do that are going to be like more vloggy-ish style, sharing how like the challenge is going and things like that. So definitely subscribe if you want to stay tuned for that, and follow me over on the other socials if you want like the more daily updates if you don't go on YouTube Shorts, but I will be mainly posting the shorts over here. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm really excited. I am optimistic. I have already been feeling so much better since taking this medication, and yeah, I just can't wait to get started. So definitely follow along with me, join me in the challenge. I would love to have some extra accountability with the Discord group, so I would love to see you over in there. Who knows, might end up being like a very small group, which is kind of fun. So I will see you guys over there if you join, and otherwise I'll see you in future videos. But thank you so much for watching and supporting and following along all this time, and bearing with me through all this drama that I've been going through the past 2 months, because I know I have not posted in a long time because of that. But I'm ready to get back on track, get back on schedule, and just do this challenge with you guys for fun. So we'll get started tomorrow, and I don't know when you guys will get started, but that's that. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.